Hello, my name is Charlie Brunning. I am a Regional Council ratepayer. The West Coast Regional Council has mailed its ratepayers and placed its proposed long-term plan on its website. It includes 2 options for flood protection work for Westport and several proposals that are likely to have a financial impact on ratepayers. As the newspapers have already reported, Option 1 provides for flood protection for about half of Westport and would cost $3.4 million. This option would protect Westport from the Buller River's main course of flow. The second option would provide protection for the whole town with a cost estimate of $10.2 million. It would also offer protection for when the Buller River breaks its banks at the mouth of the Buller Gorge and flows down the upper reaches of the Orowaiting, commonly referred to as the overflow. I agree with Terry Archer when he says we have seen at first hand the effects of the recent 60-year flood event. Can you imagine what the result of a further 40% increase in flood levels would be? There is only one option open to us: to develop an extensive stop wall scheme estimated at $10.2 million. Between 1861 and 1873, Westport was washed away twice by flood and tidal waves. In 1926, the big flood inundated the town. Cyclone Fahey in 2018 followed several major floods. Then came another big flood on the 17th of July this year. Despite the regular occurrence of natural disasters, Westport has been rebuilt and patched up because governments of the day wanted its natural resources of gold, timber, coal and cement to build a growing nation. The present government no longer wants our natural resources and would rather import them. It wants the West Coast Regional Council to charge the Westport ratepayers for flood wall protection without giving us the means of making a living or of even being able to pay for it. Today, 86% of the land is in conservation estate, leaving 14% for the West Coasters to make a living and pay rates to build the infrastructure needed to house the millions of tourists waiting to return to New Zealand. We are guardians of our land. We didn't put Westport where it is in the first place. It is only fair that we ask the team of $5 million to help secure the town from the ravages of climate change, while we look for planning a new town on higher ground close by. On the other hand, if we, ratepayers, are asked to foot the bill for flood protection, it's only fair that we have meaningful jobs in our district that enables us to do so. Let's face it, the cost of COVID-19 is sending our beautiful country broke. We could provide coal for the Huntly Power Station instead of importing it from Indonesia. We could create jobs by extracting the gold and ilmenite from our beach sands instead of exporting it overseas. We could produce carbon anodes from our coal here on the coast instead of shipping it all overseas. We could make the difference we seek and give us the means to rebuild for the future, and at the same time also give our nation time to rebuild its outdated infrastructure of the 50s and the 60s, before and while we seek answers to climate change. Westport has a big part yet to play in the making of our nation, a great place to live, work and play in. But as a nation, unless we start earning some money, we have no way of paying for anything. Thank you for your time.